So what's the approach for Jack this week?
Get him ready to play. You know, being the third string guy, you don't get a ton of reps during the week, so he hadn't gotten a ton of reps the last couple of weeks. But you know, we got 5 practices to get him ready to play, and we'll see where we're at on Saturday.
When you observe, what do you feel his strengths are at this point?
He's really athletic. You know, I think that's a good thing. We'll have to move him around a little bit. You know, he's got a really strong arm. You know, he had a great fall camp. You know, it wasn't necessarily his fault that he was named the third string guy. We just happen to have some good quarterbacks on our roster. So, you know, he's got the talent. You know, I got no doubt in my mind we can win a football game with Jack Sears, and that's what we plan to do on Saturday. You know, I don't think the plan's going to change a whole lot. You know, we're obviously going to utilize his legs and utilize his strengths, and you know, his legs are one of those.
What's JT's status at this point?
You'd have to ask Coach. I'm not sure.
How has Jack progressed since fall camp?
Well, you know, like I said, he doesn't get a ton of reps being the third string guy. You know, usually that's about a 10 to 15% deal. So I haven't seen a ton of him. You know, what I like about him is he's prepared every day like he is going to get an opportunity to play. You know, he's a smart kid. He's been engaged the whole time. And, you know, we'll see where we're at with the plan and what he knows and what he likes, and, you know, hopefully go out there and play well on Saturday.
How much are you able to keep JT involved just in case he is?
A lot. You know, if he gets to play, then he'll get to play, and if not, we'll have to move on without him. But, yeah, all of them are in meetings, even Matt, you know. He sits there and grimaces a little bit, but he's there too. They're all engaged. You know, the one thing you love about all 3 of them is they love ball, and you know, they choose to be in there on their own. And you know, JT's a football junkie, so he's still studying like he's going to be the starter, and you know, he still may. We'll see where he's at, and you know, but he's engaged, and he's going to be fully prepared to be able to go out there and play.
What would be your confidence level with JT if he doesn't practice at all this week, being able to play?
That's not an ideal situation, obviously. You know, I think he's had a good, you know, 11 weeks of practice now. I don't think missing 2 or 3 days will kill him. Obviously, there'll be a little rust. You know, again, it's not ideal, but if he's available, he'll get to go out there and play.
If you're one deep at quarterback in terms of scholarship guys, how much can you run Jack?
That's a valid point. You know, the thing about Jack and Matt is kind of like with Sam. They're going to create their own hits. You know, they're going to move around. You know, the one time that Matt did, you know, the play that Matt got hurt was a scramble, you know. So they're going to create their own hits. They're going to create their own runs. You know, yeah, we're not going to go out there and design 20, and him have 20 design runs. But there'll be some things where he can pull it or not. And, you know, hopefully he'll be healthy. I can promise you we're not going to go out there and play scared. At the end of the day, we got to go win a football game. I'm confident in Holden Thomas. If Holden's got to run out there, we'll run out there and play with Holden too. So we got a lot of good players around him, and, you know, we'll see where we're at on Saturday.
But the threat of Jack running in a spread offense, how much of that could actually benefit the offense in terms of forcing the defensive line and now have to factor in a quarterback that can...
Yeah, it gives you a different element offensively. You know, I think protection-wise up front, I think it helps too that he can escape and go buy some time and maybe, you know, make a play that's not on schedule. You know, JT's really good, but right now that wouldn't be one of his strengths. With Matt and Jack, that is a strength that they have. Yeah, it would put some stress on the defense, and obviously them not seeing any of that stuff on film from us would probably be hard for them to determine what we're going to do. So that would help. But again, we're going to put the best plan we think together to go out and win a game on Saturday, and that's our only goal.
If Jack is the only healthy scholarship guy on Saturday, how much do you have to tell him to kind of be smart about running, though, just because? Yeah,
we've had those conversations. We got to limit the hits. Like I said, they create their own hits with as much as they get to run around and scramble and stuff. He's got to be smart. You got to run out of bounds when you can. You got to get down, and you know, you try to limit those as much as you can. But at the end of the day, you know, football is a violent game. You're going to get hit. It's going to happen. If you can, hop your butt up and let's go play another play.
Clay said you guys would use a simplified game plan just for Jack. What's been the process of kind of deciding what goes in, what doesn't?
Going back and seeing what he's good at, going back and watching fall camp and stuff, and kind of seeing what he really excelled in. Yeah, it'll be simplified from, you know, like I said, JT's one of his strengths is his brain, and you know, he can kind of handle a little more things. one of Jack's strengths is being able to run and move around. You know, limit what he does and just let him go make plays. And we'll figure out what the best plan is for that, and we'll go execute that on Saturday.
What has it been like trying to parse that, given that you haven't kind of seen him take a lot of reps in a while?
Well, luckily we have 3 weeks of training camp of video to watch and see, you know, kind of what he likes and kind of where the offense is evolved in of what we do that fits him. You know, we can't go change offensively in week 7 or 8 of the season, so we're gonna live within our offense right now and let Jack go execute what we think he can execute.